now, somebody like Spencer looks up and says, hey, there's a business person that I inspire to be. I think that's a great thing.
He actually said that.
Yeah.
He said if he doesn't play professional sports, he wants to be you when he grows up.
Well, I'm honored, and hopefully he'll be better than me.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.
At Jacob Javits Center today, the doors open for Fanatics Fest. NYC 2025. And the guy that puts it on every year, Michael Rubin, just walked in. Wait, don't you have things to do at the Javits Center? Why are you here?
You know what? I came for one reason. I heard you were just such a big sports fan. Sports was everything in your life. I came to get you because I want to personally bring you from the studio to Fanatics Fest and turn you into a sports fan once and for all. It's time.
The only sports about me is the sports bra I should be wearing.
We're going to make you a full-fledged sports fan once and for all.
Okay.
And you know what? I want all of you guys to know, I'm here because I grew up listening to this guy on Q102 in Philadelphia when I was in high school.
Wow.
That's the God's honest truth.
Can I tell him what you said to me?
Yeah.
You said, I thought this Elvis guy was dead.
Well, I mean, to keep it real, I mean, someone I listened to in high school, most probably are dead. So I'm glad you're here.
I'm here.
I can't make you a sports fan.
That's crazy.
An Elvis sports fan. I'll tell you. So back in the day at Q102 in Philly, there was this local business called Mike's Ski Shop. And we ran their commercials. We talked about him. And so this is Mike, but now he's Michael.
Okay.
610-825-SKI-1. That was the phone number. You probably read that on air many times.
Probably too many
times. Which I appreciate.
They fired
Without
me.
You would have had no customers.
So I'm gonna start just for a second about the beginning. I mean, when you were a young kid, you started this entrepreneur.
I'm still a young kid.
Yeah, stop it. You're gonna be dead like me pretty soon. No, you're doing great.
We'll go out together. It's fine. We had a great time.
You started on this entrepreneurial journey as a kid. You don't come from this incredible wealthy family. Your dad was a veterinarian. Your mom was a great mom and
she was a shrink.
A shrink?
Which didn't help me, by the way.
Obviously, she didn't.
They were fixing dogs one by one, but it didn't help me.
Exactly. And so you did it on your own, and you've been throwing stuff at the wall, and things have stuck, and including this, of course, including Fanatics, doing pretty well over there. Yes?
Just getting started.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. When I told my son Spencer, who's 20, that you were on today, I'm not even kidding you, he was like, wait, back it up. Are you kidding me? Like, he is super duper fan of yours. It's insane.
Shout out Spencer. Let's go, Spencer.
He's loving you.
Look, the great thing is when we were kids, you really looked up to athletes, artists, actors. Those are the things that I think kids want to be. Now, somebody like Spencer looks up and says, hey, there's a business person that I inspire to be. I think that's a great thing.
He actually said that.
Yeah.
He said if he doesn't play professional sports, he wants to be you when he grows up.
Well, I'm honored, and hopefully he'll be better than me. But that's a great thing about where this world has gone, which is business is now celebrating. And for me, look, people know my story. I truly was as bad as a student as I tell people I was. I got a 780 combined on my SATs. That's hard to be that dumb. Okay?
How many points you get for your name?
400. 400. Now, I might have had a few drinks, maybe more than a few drinks at the time I was taking it, but 780 combined on my SATs.
Wait, were you drinking martinis in high school?
Obviously.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. You had to have fun. I mean, the drinking age might have even been 18 then. I went to college for 6 weeks. I had a 1.87 GPA, which I actually posted on Instagram a few years ago when I graduated. So I was an awful student. And I couldn't read. I couldn't pay attention. And as bad as a student as I really was that bad of an athlete. I was always picked last, in all the sports. So you go to what you're good at. But I was born a hustler. Like I came out of the womb a hustler. Like I was selling trading cards, to all my friends' parents because they had the money when I was 8 years old. When it would snow in Philadelphia, I was probably, knocking at your door and say, hey, Elvis, let me shovel your driveway for $20. But I was hiring guys for $1 a driveway to do the snow shoveling.
Right.
So
you figured it out at an early age.
Yeah. So I was always a hustler and entrepreneur. And so it's all I've done my entire life. And I love it. And by the way, I've always worked my ass off, but I'm working the hardest I've ever worked, and I love it. Like I'm honored to do this.
You're one of those guys. If you weren't working, you just die on the vine. You'd be done.
After 3 days, I would be on suicide watch.
Okay, all right.
Do you ever vacation?
I do vacation, but my vacations, I get everyone happy around me. So we could be in like a beautiful place. We could be, on a boat somewhere. Like I do 1 week a year outside of between Christmas and New Year's. And we're actually doing that this summer, but I'm on my phone pacing around.
I was just going to say, do you put your phone down, though?
I mean, right now I have 3 daughters. They like to take my phone away from me, but it does. And the thing I've learned in the last year or two, it's a brand new thing for me, is I'm putting my phone down for like 20 or 30 minute time slots so like I can have more mental clarity. But I'm not very good at putting my phone down. And when I'm on vacation, I'm not very good at not working because I love to work because it's not work. It's fun.
I know, but isn't it a true statement? Mental clarity is your enemy, I would think. I think you need to have a crap storm in your head at all times.
I mean, I love action. So
I mean, you need the Richter scale to show a number.
I wake up, I want action. I go to bed, and I go to bed each night physically exhausted, and I wake up 3 to 4 hours later, excited to do it again.
So you're satisfied at the end of every night, and you push the reset button while sleeping, and we do it again.
I'm excited every night. I'm just exhausted, but I'm excited, and then I wake up just ready to kill it again.
Let's talk about what's going on at Javits Center here in New York City today. The doors open for Fanatics Fest. By the way, I haven't.
For you, by the way, this whole thing is for you. You're coming. Like I'm physically taking you either today or tomorrow. It's gonna be. We're gonna make you a sports fan once and for all.
Okay.
I'm sick of this. Like you're partially in. You might get on the Knicks bandwagon because they were good. Like we're gonna make you a real sports fan, and we have everything to do at Fanatics.
He's starting to like
soccer. I'm getting into soccer now.
Maybe you could. Do you know who Speed is?
Speed.
I show Speed.
You know who's that?
Okay, we gotta get you to relate to the young. He's
Speed going to be at
Speed. Speed is probably. There's a couple of really big streamers. Speed, Kai, KSI. They're all.
I want to meet KSI.
They're all going to be at Fanatics Fest.
These are all soccer players.
No, hold on. Speed is a great soccer player.
Yeah.
Okay.
He is. He's. Anytime you see anything with soccer, you see Speed. We have all the big streamers coming. And I think we can get you playing soccer with Speed. I think.
Did you snag Liza Minnelli for this year's?
Liza Minnelli. I'm not sure, but we got some. By the way, I mean, so for people who don't know what Fanatics Fest is, we started for the first time last year. And talk about just going for something and having no idea whether it would work or not. There had never been a sports festival. There had been trading card shows. Obviously, lots of music festivals that I've been to. Comic-Con. I went to Comic-Con. I'm like, why do we not have this for sports fans? And the answer is pretty clear. There was no company that could really bring all the sports properties and all the athletes together. So we came up with the idea 3 years ago. I went to the guy who ran Comic-Con. I said, hey, you're transferring. You're coming to work with us. You're going to build Sporticon. That was our original name because we were just copying Comic-Con and doing it for sports. And we launched last year for the first time. 3 weeks before, I was like, this is the hardest thing I've ever done. This isn't going to work. Why am I torturing myself? Like we're building a new online sports betting business. We're building our trading card collectibles business. We're growing their apparel business. Like, why are we doing this? And the answer was sports fans deserve this. So last year was the first time 70,000 people showed up. This year we're going to have probably between 100 and 150,000 people.
Wow.
Starting today for the next 3 days. You've got the biggest stars in the world there. So you've got LeBron James coming tomorrow. You've got Victor Wembanyama. You've got James Harden, Kevin Durant, Nick.
Not related.
Cat. Nick.
No, I know who he is.
Who's Cat?
Durant. You just said it.
Cat. Who's Cat? He's
that's like
that's the name of a Nick.
That's the big diva guy who always throws fits.
He's not. He
stepped on my foot. When he's playing ball, he stepped on my foot.
And that was his fault for trying to win the game. I mean, now you're interfering with the game and trying to make it his fault.
Michael,
you're deflecting.
I didn't say it was a bad thing.
You're deflecting.
I was kind of turned on by this.
Okay.
This size 14 foot landed on my foot.
Might be bigger than. By the way, it might be bigger than 4. I'm going with Cat's got 60 feet. He'll be there. We moved it from August last year to June so we could have all of the current NFL players. So Russell Wilson, Malik Neighbors from the New York Giants.
Yes.
It's a football team based here in New York.
I love golf.
Golf. Okay. Golf is not my strength. There will be some golfers there. It's not my strength.
Is Brady going to be there this year?
Tom Brady will be there. Yeah, he'll be throwing footballs. We'll get you to catch a football maybe. He does it for kids and people who are really uncoordinated like me. So we'll get you to catch a football. Tom Brady will be there. Michael Parsons, C.D. Lamb, Jaden Daniels. I said Russell Wilson, C.J. Stroud. Kevin Hart's coming this year. He's filming Cold as Balls there. He's doing.
Can I say something about Kevin Hart? He is one of the smartest guys.
He's a beast.
He hooked up with Kai Cenat because Kai Cenat's like the
Kevin's
biggest
great
streamer.
at learning from the young people.
And Kevin knows now I'm going to get into the hearts of the young people, and he's doing it the right way. It's amazing to me.
You should invite Danielle. She knows what she's talking about.
Yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
Are you a sports fan?
Yes.
Let's go.
Huge.
At least
Let's
we
go.
Yeah.
Hey, Michael,
he's a new sports fan.
By the way, Michael Rubin bringing us Fanatics Fest here in New York City, opening today at Javits Center. It's all weekend. Hey, so apparently year one was last year, and you said it was the most difficult trying the endeavor of your life. But something obviously paid off. You're doing it again this year. Did it make money last year?
No, of course not. No, making money.
Then
look,
why are you doing it then? Because you know it's something's
great,
on the way.
It's great for our brand. And look, one of the things I've learned, I really got going with Fanatics in 2011 after eBay bought my first real company, and I had watched so I'd watch Amazon put so many big retailers out of business. Toys R Us that we worked with at my old company, the Sports Authority. And so I really wanted to figure out how to differentiate Fanatics. And so I really spent the first 8 or 9 years only in the Fangirl business. And then we've subsequently expanded into Fanatics Sportsbook and Tops and the trading card business, all growing very quickly. And if there's one thing I've learned, in the beginning years, we thought about growing and being big. Big actually isn't good. Beloved is good. And so this is something that makes you beloved. When you come here this weekend, which you're going to do, okay, and you see people look at Fanatics as a beloved company because we create experiences only we could do. When you bring Travis Scott and Jay-Z into a building, and you bring Kevin Hart into a building, you bring all these incredible NFL players, and you bring Derek Jeter, that was a Yankee, Alex Rodriguez.
He knows that one. He knows Jeter. He knows Jeter.
I'm not dead yet.
Okay, me neither, I think. Hold on, we still got
We're still there. We're still there.
Yeah, okay, perfect. So, bringing all these people together, people at the time of their life. And by the way, the NFL's there, the NBA's there, baseball's there, hockey's there, WWE's there, UFC's there. They all came for the first time last year. This year, F1 is also coming. FIFA's coming. Premier League, both for you. You've got USTA. We've got some golf things. By the way, Dick's Sporting Goods has a big golf activation for you. So there's so many things for everybody to do. And people come. Most people spend 3 days open to close from 10 o'clock today till 7 o'clock today and tomorrow, Sunday 10 to 4. And people have the time of their life because as a sports fan, it's like you're living out the dreams of so many things you can never do. And by the way, when you're walking around, you're like, oh, there's LeBron James, or oh, there's Tom Brady, or oh, there's Wemby. Or,
it's not
like,
real.
No.
It's so surreal.
You feel like you're living in a movie.
Who is in charge of scheduling everyone? Because I can't imagine how you get everybody scheduled for the same weekend.
So the reason this thing is so hard, what we're lucky about is we have 5,000 individual deals with players through our trading card and memorabilia business. And as part of that, all these guys come to, everyone really comes to support us. And we have this year over 300 athletes, celebrities, artists at Fanatics Fest. So I go through like the 100 most important, each of their schedules. I've been doing this all week. And it's like, it's just a crazy thing to go through. But what you realize is you're bringing so much happiness to people. Like if you're a sports fan, you have the time of your life here. So it is, why did we almost not do it? And why was it so hard? Because you're trying to get, all these big personalities to come together and do all these different things. And by the way, we have so many stunts planned that people don't know about, so many surprises, so many things are going to break the internet that you're going to see. And you're going to be like, okay, this is crazy. Like we owned social media last year, the first time we did it. And I remember, Speed playing soccer against people. And I remember Brady throwing passes to kids. And I remember Livy Dunn went out and she dressed up as Paul Skeens and Alex Earl dressed up as her boyfriend from the Dolphins. And like, it's just so many things that broke the internet. It was amazing.
Wow.
Is there ever drama behind the scenes with all these big personalities hanging out back there?
Now you know the answer to that question.
I see, that's why I asked.
You know the question. Why are you asking? Why are you asking a leading question?
You're leading the witness.
Yeah,
I am.
Well, answer the question. What kind of drama? Give us some juice. Give us some tea.
Well,
Spill it.
we can never bury individual people, but
Go ahead, bury them.
let me just say, when you bring a lot of big personalities together, I mean, this week alone, I've definitely had multiple people call me and say, this person can't be there, that person can't be there.
Really?
I don't like, you definitely
They
deal
don't
with
work together. Like I won't work with that one like that.
Yes, there's,
But that's why we love them. That's what got them where they are.
Yeah.
But it's those egos.
That's a normal day for us of just, it's, throw this person out of this, throw this. Look, we want to be the most inclusive company on the planet. We want to make, we want everyone to be our friend because like at the end of the day, what I want to do is build the most beloved brand in the world. And I want to keep figuring out how we can do better things for sports fans. And we haven't always got things right. Like we've screwed lots of things up. And since I started the business, we got a lot right, made mistakes. We got to keep figuring out how we can be the best company. And this lets us do that. But is there drama? Oh, my God.
There needs to be.
There needs to be a reality show about that in itself.
Well, actually,
because...
ESPN's doing a special that comes out next week or 2 weeks from now.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, they're doing an hour special on Fanatics Fest. And I think we have 500 credentialed media at Fanatics Fest the next 3 days. In addition to that, I think there's over 200 cameras just capturing content.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the collectibles end because that's what I'm interested in. I want to be in the collectibles business.
Collectibles is...
Get me in there.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I was a diehard... I was so into trading cards as a kid. Like I used to buy and sell baseball cards like crazy. It was great business. It was my first hustle, by the way. But I never sold to my friends. I sold to my friends' parents because they had the bankroll.
Of course.
Yeah. Okay. So just want to be clear on that. So we got back in the business. We got in the business. Well, I got back in the business because, of course, I was at 8 years old. I was a real trading card entrepreneur. But I got back in the business I came up with the idea the day before Thanksgiving of 2020. We now have the exclusive rights to make NBA trading cards, NFL trading cards, baseball trading cards, F1 trading cards, WWE trading cards, UFC trading cards, all Disney brands, so Disney, Marvel. And it's a great business, but what's made it a great business, because it had a real COVID spike, was it was going to, it's been a very cyclical business historically. Like when we were kids, trading cards were huge, and then they fell apart because of the junk wax era. And the reason is there wasn't good, thoughtful marketing, and there wasn't really product innovation. So what we've done is create tons of product innovation. So we're having a blast with it. The business is growing like crazy. It'll be over $3 billion in revenue next year. And we have many great stunts coming from Topps this weekend as well.
Wow.
Well, I've got a little request for you. You need to give Scary, my producer back here, a shout out.
Let's go Scary.
Okay, hold on.
Shout outs are coming.
Booth number 1049 at Fanatics Fest.
Are you?
They're selling his complete Topps Garbage Pail Kid card collection.
That's a real honor
From the
to be.
1980s, all 15 sets. This boy's selling right there.
Let's go, baby.
At the Funko Pop girl stand.
Are you coming?
Yeah, I'm gonna be there tomorrow.
Who's coming to Fanatics Fest? Okay, you coming? Are you coming?
If you're giving me tickets,
you're all coming as my guest.
I'm coming today.
Okay, you're coming?
Absolutely.
Can I bring the kids?
You're coming? Yes, of course. You're coming. Hold on.
I have to go now.
Yes, you're feeling bullied, right?
No. I'm
You're
not
coming.
bullied
All
at
of you guys
Michael.
are coming. Yeah, let's go. You guys got
Can I meet KSI?
Yes.
What?
Yes, we will get you to meet KSI.
Oh my God, I think
100%.
I might
And
faint.
he's actually the nicest kid in the world.
I can't wait.
He's
Wait.
the sweetest kid
I
in the
might
planet.
die.
Danielle just peed my pants.
I think I did.
She's peed. Phil, she just peed your pants.
First of all, I like that you guys are so close that you can pee each other's pants.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Oh my God, you should see what
Yeah.
else happens in this room.
Tell me.
Okay, so Michael Rubin's here. If you want to catch up with us, you can always go listen to this on demand. Okay, the Fanatics Fest opening today through Sunday at Javits Center. Can I just toot your horn for a second?
I'd rather you abuse me and give me a hard time. I'm not like the compliment type of guy. I like to be picked on.
Okay, let's pick on this guy here. What a jerk. He started the Fanatics Charitable Foundation, Make-A-Wish. You're knee-deep into that. You've also done a lot with meaningful criminal justice reform. I know that during pandemic, you shut down assembly lines for some of your products to help people in the medical industry have safe garments to wear. You do things like this.
Look, when you're as lucky as all of us are to have a platform, it is our responsibility to make a difference. And that's not like BS. That's the truth. And I think, most people who have a heart and like a brain know that. So Make-A-Wish, I always joke about, look, we started, I think everyone knows the story. I have one of my really close friends, Meek Mill, who went to prison for not committing a crime in 2017. I was in the courtroom with him when they sentenced him to 2 to 4 years for popping a wheelie on a motorcycle here in New York. Mm-hmm. And as a result of that, we started the Reform Alliance, which has really changed the probation and parole laws. And we've created a pathway for 850,000 people who shouldn't be on probation and parole to exit probation and parole. And the reason I tell you that story is everyone doesn't, a lot of people agree with that, everyone doesn't. But it's a great thing that we're doing, and it's actually making communities safe. It's proven it makes communities safer because if you keep people on probation and parole too long, you actually, 25% of the people that go to the prison and jail each year didn't commit a crime. They go for a technical violation. They could have got a speeding ticket. They could have, gone 10 minutes, outside of where they're allowed to go. And anyway, I tell you all this because, that can be a little, not everyone agrees on that. Make-A-Wish. I always joke with people. Make-A-Wish is our, the biggest organization we give money to. If you don't like Make-A-Wish, you're a bad human being. If you don't, and I didn't really.
There's the test.
But if you're not a Make-A-Wish fan, you're a bad person. Honestly, stop listening. So Make-A-Wish, I didn't really understand how it really worked. And I went to a Sixers game when I used to own part of the Sixers, and the kid's wish was to sit courtside with me. And it's actually an amazing story. The Sixers were very good. We were playing the Magic, who at this time were very bad. They were like the worst team in basketball. And I said to the kid, as soon as we win the game, I'm going to take you in the locker room to meet Joel Embiid, to meet James Harden. And somehow we figured out how to lose to the worst team in basketball that day. We lost to the Magic. And this kid was heartbroken. He's like, am I not going to the locker room now? I got you. I go back in the locker room. And I tell Joel and James and Tyrese Maxey, hey, I'm going to bring this kid who's a Make-A-Wish kid in the locker room. And they're all like, we just got our asses embarrassed. This is please not now. It's just the normal reaction any athlete would have when they have an embarrassing loss. So, of course, I do what I do. I walk out, grab the kid, brought him to the locker room. and he stayed in the locker room for 45 minutes. And that night, Joel texted me, James hit me, Maxie hit me. They're all like, man, thanks for bringing that kid in the locker room. It was such great perspective that you gave me. And that's when I said to my office the next day, like, find me the CEO of Make-A-Wish, bring her in. Like, we want to do every sports wish. We want to be the company to grant. And we love doing that. But again, we're lucky to be in this position. If we weren't in this position, by the way, because of the incredible sports fans we have now that we've got all of you guys are all sports fans and our newest sports fan.
That's me.
That's what makes Fanatics go around. So, we love doing it. So, yes, we do like to make a difference, but it's our responsibility.
You just gave me goosebumps when you told that story.
Yeah.
Because you know what they needed,
not the part about us losing to the match.
No, not that part. No, the fact that you turned their hearts around when they could have been in that locker room just crying or mad and just ready just to burn something down. You totally changed that. This kid changed.
Actually,
that.
this kid changed.
The kid changed.
We didn't do a thing.
Michael Rubin, of course, Fanatics Fest NYC 2025. It's opening today. What time is it? What time do the doors open today?
10 o'clock. I'm sprinting over there right now.
Okay. All right. Sprint at Javits Center in New York. If you're listening in Philly, you can just drive on up.
And there'll be lots of people from Philly. By the way, we have a panel with a bunch of people who won the Super Bowl. So we've got great content. Every hour on the hour, there's 6 different stages. So, like, there's one with, if you're a big Yankees fan, with A-Rod, Jeter, and a bunch of other Yankees. There's the coldest ball stage where you've got, Tom Brady in a cold tub in an ice bath, literally, with Kevin Hart, which I can't wait to see. You've also got Wemby, who's 7'6", and Kevin, who's like about 2'6". So that's gonna be a good photo moment. I can't wait to see. I mean, when we see Kevin Hart looking at Shaq, he's like looking up like he's a little child. Looking up at Wemby, it's gonna be amazing content tomorrow.
Are you a total sports junkie? When you have a moment, you're always keeping it with every sports team known to man?
I'm always real and honest. Okay? This business takes it out of you. Like, it kills the fandom in you, because really what happens is you root for your friends. Like, who's your fan? Like, who are your friends who are on teams? Who are your friends who play for teams? So, like, I root for my friends. And so when people move teams, my allegiance changes. So, like, I grew up a diehard Sixers fan, but I will tell you that when you're in the sports business and everything, every day someone wants you to go to a game. And, like, it's great for the first, 10 to 20 years. Then you actually, you get old like me. You're still young and vibrant. And you're kind of like, you just you root for your peeps.
Okay, so if I said Miami, Florida, go. What's going on in Miami right now? Of course, the other night we got the second Stanley Cup in a row.
You had the Panthers. First of all, I'm very proud of you. Was this a news read you got this morning? You actually knew. Yeah, it was a new. I knew it. Like, you're not pulling something over me. You got okay. The Panthers did win the Stanley Cup yesterday, 6-0.
We happen
and
to
you
do
saw
very well in Miami.
It was in
It was
in your notes. Congrats to the Panthers fans. By the way, if you were a Panthers fan, you're excited. Go to Fanatics, get all of your championship gear. It's selling like crazy. Would have been a little better if it was Edmonton, just saying, but whatever.
Okay, Philadelphia, go.
Best sport. Look, I'll tell you, best sports fans in the world, there's 3 cities. It's New York, it's Philly, it's Chicago. These fans are so rabid. You guys probably saw this. So 2 years ago, when the Sixers were playing the Knicks in the second round of the playoffs, after the first game, I saw all these Knicks fans come and take over the Sixers stadium. It was very depressing to see Knicks fans just like literally, like I thought I was at a home Knicks game. We're actually in Philadelphia. So we went out and we bought thousands of tickets for Sixers fans, and New York retaliated they literally went to Google and they said, what's the worst picture of Michael Rubin we could ever find? How do we use AI to fatten him up? It was like I just had like hair from the back of my head to the front of my head. I looked like a fat chia pet, literally. and literally, they put on the cover of the New York Post and just hazed me. I was like, that's why I love New York. New York's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay? New York.
I mad respect.
New York sports, go.
Fanatics Fest. That's the only thing going on right
You
now.
better pick Yankee. You better be a Yankee.
No, but he said what's going on in New York right now. Fanatics Fest is what's going on.
Yeah,
You got Kat, Carl Anthony Towns, not a diva, Bigfoot, bigger than 14. But hopefully you gave. Did he make this? Did he score right after he stopped playing?
I don't even remember. We were drinking. What?
Can we talk about how he probably owes you a new pair of shoes, because if he scuffs a pair of shoes, he will just throw them away. So despite
He
the
doesn't
fact,
throw them away. He gives them to somebody who needs them.
no, he throws them away.
They give them to people who need them. Gandhi.
All right. Those shoes, done. I'm sure of it.
I got to say, your energy is just off the charts.
Yes,
and
it's
having you here is
amazing.
really great. And all the best. Break a leg at.
Can I get you back? I just need you to do like one for old time's sake. Can you give me like a Q1 or 2 shout out?
No.
Can you put a couple songs on the radio? Put a song on for me. What we've done in 1988 when I was in high school.
1988, we were playing Buffalo Stance.
Buffalo Stance. Here's Nana Cherry for Michael. We're going to Mike's Ski Shop. If you want to call him, the number is
215-825-SKI1. Let's go. Mike's Ski Shop here in the house.
Fanatics Fest NYC opening at 10 a.m. in just a few minutes and on until Sunday at Javits Center in New York. Michael Rubin, thanks for coming in today.
Honored to be here.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.